And we're live!
Hey! What's up, everybody?
Hey.
Hello! Hello,
Oh,
everybody.
great. I have to socialize. I hate this.
This is the way that we're socializing now during the pandemic. So welcome, everyone. My name is Alyssa. I am the community manager for Cookie Run Kingdom in the English region.
CM should mean cookie manager right now. You're the cookie maestro.
Yeah.
That is true. I am the cookie maestro. I am coordinating all of you. Just kidding. I am in control. So wanted to start kick things off by briefly talking a little bit about our chat rules. So everyone, making sure that you all know this, but it's also in the description box. But number one, no NSFW topics, hate speech, or bullying. Do not be xenophobic or racist, of course. Number two, do not ask personal questions about the voice actors like family, health, location. Don't make assumptions about their personal details and don't share their personal information. Don't share your personal information either. Number three, do not make anyone feel uncomfortable, such as like asking them for marriage, being rude about them, about their roles, and even asking them to say specific lines from the game. Number four, please keep chat conversations to stream topics. Number five, don't talk about content from projects that the voices are not officially confirmed. Number six, please keep the chat in English. Our moderators cannot understand you otherwise, and we need to understand the chat to do our job. And I will be reading them as well, so please, I cannot read any other languages. And any other stream-specific rules will be pinned or otherwise mentioned. But in our pin, you can enter our giveaway and potentially win an iPhone. So continue to check back, and every once in a while, we might announce a winner on stream.
And number 8, every 15 minutes, we'll be doing a seat swap. So everyone in this chat will be getting up and going to another person's house and switching. So we might be delayed for a couple, like 5-6 hours between then, but...
This is a 60-hour stream.
Let's go. Was it Cookie Runner stream for 60 hours? Big if true. Emoji.
1 minute or $10 to add a minute to the timer. We'll be here for an entire week. But man, will we raise so much for charity.
I'm down. I'm here for it.
And then finally, I do want to mention the disclaimer, and this is for live stream and game representation purposes. The views and opinions expressed in the media or comments from the video are those of the speakers or voice actors exclusively. They do not purport to reflect the opinions or views of the developer, dev sisters, or any of its subsidiaries.
That's right.
So this is for all of you. If we talk about ships, it stays here. It is not canon, and I know what you guys are about to say.
I have sole responsibility over my dumb takes.
Thank you. Same. All Garbo opinions are mine and my own, and all good opinions from the other voice actors are theirs and their own.
I think Purple Yam Cookie needs a swimsuit alt. That's just my opinion. All right. Where's the hot summer shorts? I want flashy neon pink. It works with purple so well.
I did not hear that. It is currently the winter.
Nowhere to hide.
It
shows off my chaps.
I think he's shirtless, actually, now that I think of it. Sorry.
He might actually be. So he's already halfway there.
Oh, no. Okay. So really quick, if everyone can just go through and just say your name, your role in the game, and maybe some works that folks might recognize you from, that would be great. And I think we're all in the same kind of ordering, so we could just do it like snake style. So I think, Annalisa, you can go first.
Oh, yes, my social anxiety will not cripple me from being able to do this. Hi, I am Annalisa Fisher. I voice Snow Sugar Cookie in Cookie Run Kingdom. Some things you may have recognized me from. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff coming out later this year that I can't talk about, but I voiced some characters in Genshin Impact. I voiced some characters in Phantasy Star Online 2, and stuff like that.
Awesome. Woo.
Cool. Is it me?
Yes.
Hey, everybody.
Everyone.
There we go, okay.
No, it's
My name is Isaac. I play Dark Choco Cookie in Cookie Run Kingdom. Good to see you all, or virtually see you all. Some things you might know about me in: I play Adam in Voltron Legendary Defender, and I'm Theo in the Marvel Avengers game. And then, if any of you have been to Avengers Campus at California Adventure, I'm the official voice of Black Panther. So that's
So sick.
I used to work at the part of the park that your thing replaced. Like,
Oh,
it
no.
used to be Bugs Land, and I used
Oh
to
yeah, I
do the
remember
rides.
Bugs Land. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I'm
amazing.
outdated.
cool.
We got to talk later. That's great.
R.I.P.
Well, I'm Sean Chiplock. I voice stuck in a Rush Hour Traffic Cookie. No, I voice Purple Yam Cookie, but all he ever does is yell at the top of his lungs. So for the sake of everyone's headphones, I'm not going to be doing that today. But you may have also heard me in things like Breath of the Wild as Rivali Teba in the Great Deku Tree, Subaru Natsuki in ReZero, Mishima Yuki Persona 5. I'm also in Marvel Avengers as Spider-Man, Peter Parker. Spoilers for those of you who don't know by now. And yeah, this has definitely been one of my favorite roles, just because it's very rare that I get to scream at the absolute top of my lungs and have people hand me a check for it. Usually they pay me to make me stop. So
Oh, I guess I'm next. I think.
Yes.
I'm Kimberly Brooks. Hello. And I voiced Chili Pepper Cookie, who sounds nothing like this voice. She's very feisty. And you guys know, and some things you might know me from. My memory is going, so I'm looking myself up on IMDb. But Princess Allura on Voltron, yay, and Jasper on Steven Universe, Ashley Williams in Mass Effect, and there's so much fun new stuff that I'm working on. But I'm trying to think of South Park, Classy, and other people. And just I'm very excited to be here, and there's I don't know more, but thanks.
Oh, hey, I'm Jason K. I play Vampire Cookie, and let's see, other stuff you might know me from is Powerpuff Girls, Arena of Valor, Smite, Genshin Impact. I forgot some of the characters' names. There's a bunch of them. Yeah, Red Dead Redemption, Mafia 2, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah, I should have gotten my IMDb out, but those are the ones that really stick in my mind. Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm Courtney Taylor. I'm the voice of Avocado Cookie. I'm also been the voice of Jack in Mass Effect, Ada Wong in Resident Evil, Starla on Regular Show, and KO from OK KO Let's Be Heroes are few things. And I'm really happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
And also,
Hi,
Kimberly, I love your wallpaper.
I'm Arianna Ratner. I play Sorbet Shark Cookie, and hi Regis Game, because you said say your name. So I am in Elder Scrolls Online. I've been doing it for a long time, so I play lots of characters. And Smite, Arena of Valor as well, both of those ones that you mentioned, and World of Warcraft, Azeroth, and Legion, and Hearthstone. Lots of things. Do lots of games. Have some animation coming out. And yeah, hey everyone.
I didn't even know that Sorbet Shark was a thing, and I already want it. That sounds so cool.
Sorbet Shark just makes lots of sounds, but then it also talks sometimes. People think that they don't talk, but
When I was going through with the questions from the Google form, like every question directed towards you, Arianna, was just, how did you do it? Like what was it like? Like, what was the process like? How did you get like the different intonations of the
well, it's funny because like all voice actors know, you have to have the intention behind. You can't just be like doing sounds, but it might sound like I'm just doing a weird sound the whole time and not like acting. But yeah, there was there was direction behind it. Like, this is what this means, and then I would just do the sound with that intention.
There's nothing funnier to me than imagining a director just very seriously being like, okay, your character is in like a tight spot. They're not sure if they're gonna make it out. This is their last stand before the kingdom is completely taken to ruin. Their friends, their family, everyone that they know is gonna die, and go.
I mean, for real, well, it was the most fun session ever because I was like, I love this job. Yeah. It was like
Greatest.
15 lines, and then the rest was like.
Love it.
Okay, so I wanted to get started with some of the questions, but first of all, I just have to ask, who here plays the game or has played the game? It is totally okay if you haven't.
That is a rough start.
We all
I-
shut off the
a
screens
lot of the
now.
questions are based off of that, but if and I am more than happy to explain that folks in the chat, these voice actors are troopers. They do
For
a
the
lot
sake
of media.
of the player base, it's probably for the best that I don't play the game because from what I'm aware, it's one of those, you've got like a front guard, a middle, and like a rear guard. So like you have different characters that have different ranges and skills and stuff like that. And there was, this is gonna be my veteran senior discount. There was a Facebook game that had the same mechanics, and I went all in on strategizing like the layout of teams. So is there PvP in this game?
There is.
Okay,
Yeah,
then it's for the
arena.
best that I don't join because I would be one of those people that is like micromanaging every last hit point of damage so that I could decimate anyone in front of me.
Wow.
So I do want to ask, one of the questions I saw a lot was to all of the voice actors, what are some practices that you have for getting into character? As in, like, do you imagine the character first and then you come in expecting, and then like the director tells you something completely different? Like, how do you imagine the characters enough to make an entire voice for them? And this question is from, giving credit, Toxic Soup.
I love the name.
Cool name.
Well, I mean, most of the time for me, and I'm sure most other people, you get to the session and you have no idea who your character is a lot of times.
Yeah.
Like, you sometimes don't even know, maybe you know the name of the character, but it's not, and doesn't exist before. So you kind of get there, they give you a description, and then you go on that, and then hopefully you have a great director. But sometimes you don't, and sometimes you have to just kind of really create that character in the moment. It's very spur of the moment.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And especially like often the development of a character in the booth is not much different from how we develop the character when we're coming up with the auditions in the first place. It's a combination of all sorts of different factors, and that's part of what allows us to come up with a unique performance each time. But on a very basic level, it's a combination of what elements of this character are we familiar with, either from other media that we've observed or from previous roles that we've played. What parts of it are different? Like, what sets this character who's very confident and feisty from this other character who's known for being confident and feisty? Is it the reason why they're confident? Is their attitude towards it? Is it whether they're a hero or a villain? And then, at least for me, a big part of it is just, what do they sound like in my head? Like, when I look at the character portrait, what's the first thing that pops into my brain about what voice I would imagine coming out of their mouth? And is it something that I can replicate, or is there something close to it that I can do? And it's just about playing around and like making noises with your mouth until something comes out that you're like, yeah, you know what, this works. And then you and the director will collaborate. You'll make tweaks here. They'll provide more context on a scene, and it's a constant teamwork back and forth process as you help this character come to life and experience the world around them.
Yeah, what he said.
Copy paste.
Also, too, though, so much of what we do is it's like when people say, like, oh, this person just fell off the turnip truck and became a movie star. It's never the case, right? And so
Right,
when people are
totally.
like, oh, wow, they just get in the booth and they make these amazing characters up. I can only speak for myself, but I'm always doing research when I'm watching television. I'm mouthing different, if someone has an accent that I like, or like I was sitting in the vet with my dog and this woman had this crazy voice, and I took out my phone and recorded her talking because her cadence and her pitch was so I had never heard anything like it, and I was like, "This is going to be an amazing character." So later,
you're gonna
on,
send
I
her
was like,
royalties, right?
So it's so much of it is like the research, even if it's not like, oh, I'm making this character so I can pull it out of my pocket later. It's like, oh, this character that I'm being given, she's got this, kind of funny way of thinking about things. What about that chick that was in the vet? And how she was kind of talking like this, and like, and so I can look back on that, or I can kind of like look through this Rolodex of people I know and kind of do a version of that and serve that up. And then they might say, oh, that's cool, but make her a little less strident, or make her a little older, or make him a little younger, So the research is always happening, at least for me, before I ever get in the booth.
There's going to be a weird time travel moment in the future where it turns out you were the woman in the vet's office all along, and you were just looking at your future self.
We also work a lot with archetypes, right? So like sometimes you get into a session, like I said, you don't know what it is, but you kind of know like the genre of the game. You're like, okay, this is fantasy, and it's a warrior chick from blah blah blah, and so you have to go into that archetype that you already know. So it's not, maybe some of us don't play the games, but we have to know those archetypes very clearly to be able to jump into it.
Yeah, going off of that, definitely for me too. I know that I think all of us, at least for me, I think we're all subconsciously just listening all the time whenever we hear people in general. I know that I hear the melodies of how people speak and remember those like the fantasy like melody, or like the action melody of how those speeches and words come together. So it's definitely, I definitely agree with that it's always happening. It's really cool. I love it.
Also a lot of practice. Like Isaac and I have been in a class together.
Yes.
We all still train. I mean,
we're all still train.
Yeah.
Always.
I definitely feel the archetype thing is very important. You're always drawing on pretty much your pop culture, knowledge, and me personally, I like, I do a lot of different impressions, and I love doing all these different accents. So like when you see a character, sometimes it'll be like, oh, this character kind of has a John Malkovich thing going on, and then you could do a thing where you're just kind of.
Oh no!
Oh no! I think Jason.
But you like make it your own. But I often find when you get into the booth, I don't know for everybody else here, they'll usually try to tweak it a little bit. I know for Vampire Cookie, my audition, when I got into the booth, they were like, "It's great, but we now want to make them like 20 years younger."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "All right, sure." And then you kind of like dial it in. But then once you dial it in, you kind of just, I feel like you just try to become the character and not overthink it.
Right.
And for people, it's great that you said that, Jason, about how sometimes you get in the booth and then it just changes wildly from how it first started. That's a really big reason why, as actors, we need to remember that at the end of the day, we're supposed to have fun. It's what we can bring to the table, or how we interpret the character. Because I'm sure all of us in this room right now have had at least one case where the read we booked on wasn't necessarily one that even came close to matching the specs, but it's something that we felt in our hearts, and it was so fun and it was so genuine that whoever was listening on the other end was like, this wasn't what I was expecting, but this kind of works, so I want to hear this more often. So yeah, it's important to go with your gut sometimes, and it's important to be willing to just throw what you think is expected out the window and just go for something that would fit the character, but maybe wasn't what everyone was gunning for.
I think they resonate with that joy that you're bringing. When you have it and you just give it to them, they just, they're just like, oh, well, we connect with that, so let's give that a shot.
Passion will do so much work for you. Sorry, Alyssa, go ahead.
Oh no, I thought it was really funny that Isaac, you started talking about joy when your character is like literally like the emo prince.
Yeah.
So, I actually saw a couple of questions that were like, how did you get your voice so deep? Like, did it hurt?
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
It's weird because for me, I don't know about the rest of you guys, but my audition, definitely a case like what Sean said about going from what originally was there to what ended up being, was pretty different than where it started. I didn't even know. I think when I got the script for the audition, I didn't know what the game was. The name had been changed. Everything was sort of masked. And so, but yeah, I think it started off as just sort of, I looked at the character when I finally saw him, and it was just sort of a low brooding character. So I was like, okay, what low brooding characters do I remember? Do I know about? And so my voice just kind of sank here, and then eventually it just became kind of a version of Batman.
That's so cool.
Like
So
I love that so much.
So it doesn't hurt me. I've figured out a safe way to do it for a session, and I have a lot of fun doing it. I think, to everyone's point about having fun.
Imagine Dark Choco saying that it doesn't hurt me.
Yeah.
Nothing hurts me anymore.
Nothing can pain me anymore.
I'm incapable of feeling.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Literally, there's some dark conversations I've had with myself after the sessions just to get out of, separate myself. But yes, for just striking the balance, I think, is the way I have fun with it, and then I don't think about it too hard. I don't push too much, and they give me a lot of fun stuff to say and fun things to talk about. So it's all good.
I mean, for all of you, like, speaking of all these, like, drawing on archetypes, like for all of you, like, did you have a person in mind when you were doing the voices?
They actually gave me a reference. So, I mean, it was an easier reference because all he does is shout, and so they're like, "Do you remember this teacher character from Daria? I think it was called. It was this old
Daria.
Daria.
I know Daria.
He's always popping, and he's always like, he's just like,
oh yeah, that guy.
And
Yeah,
I was like,
good.
oh my god, I love this show. I used to watch this all the time.
That show, yeah.
That's fun.
So it was super easy. Like, as soon as I saw that clip, I knew exactly what they were going for. Was someone who wasn't always screaming at the top of their lungs, but was always just fighting the urge to just completely let loose. Like, with my face going red already. So that was just like, I knew what I had to do. It was like, this is going to be a blast. This is fun. And I gave them exactly that. And they were like, yep, that's what we wanted. So.
For the people in the chat who may not know, Daria aired in the 90s. So
that's right. Some of us have a driver's license that begins with a 1 in the year.
Born in the 1900s. I saw that.
I saw that today. I was like, no, I don't like that.
That is a terrible thing to say right now.
We are no longer the children of the future. We are now the children of the ancient past.
Yeah.
I know for a vampire cookie, I used because I wanted him to be like this relaxed kind of like party guy. So I kind of used the dude from The Big Lebowski.
Oh yeah,
is what I kind of based it off of.
I see it. I totally
Another movie from the 1900s.
Yeah, man. When you say 1900s, it makes it sound so old.
I'm joking. I saw a meme.
No, I know.
Here. We were born in the second millennium.
We were.
Like, I feel old and I'm not. How could you do this?
It's turning into a very existential chat now.
Yeah. It's got dark.
Coming soon, depression cookie.
Non-canon, please.
Geritol.
Chat, non-canon.
Geritol cookie.
Right.
Everyone's like, what's Geritol?
Yeah.
That was weird.
A question that I saw a lot, and I don't know if y'all would remember this because a lot of you recorded so long ago at this point. Also, pandemic time doesn't exist. But did you voice any NPCs? And if so, who? I might be able to help you remember.
I remember voicing one of the sugar gnomes.
Oh, that was fun.
I don't remember. I need a reminder.
I actually don't know. I don't know yours. I'm sorry. I wasn't sitting on your session.
I don't know. I guess.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm done.
I was gonna say I know I did, but I don't exactly remember who at this point. But I did.
It's blending together.
I mostly remember that was Sugar Gnome because I believe Kellen Goff was one of the other ones, and they played me his Sugar Gnome, and oh my god, that guy is so good with his voice.
Kellen's Sugar Gnome is so good. I remember watching that video and just being like, how is that voice coming out of Kellen Goff, the anime superstar?
I swear to God, you know how some people have like vestigial tails or whatever it is, like we lost them. Like, I swear to God, this dude has like an extra like flap in his throat that he can just turn off and on at a whim and just create different characters like that. He's like, oh, excuse me, I gotta turn on the flap. So...
It's like a set of skills almost. And for the chat, just for reference,
my god,
Kellen Goff plays Wind Archer Cookie, which does not have a confirmed date yet. So please do not flip out in the chat. I cannot tell you. Okay. So I guess like one of the questions I saw a lot was about the voice acting industry, especially as it's blown up. But what is the best advice that you can give to young or new voice actors? From this person in particular, Felix. Felix says that they have a lot of trouble doing a lot of voices.
Make me go last. You all go first.
I'll talk. I teach voice acting. So it really, it's not necessarily about being able to do a million voices. That'll come from just practice, but it really is about the acting. So just starting, if you're young, if you have a chance to do acting training, like go to school for acting. Like I went to an arts high school. I went to college for acting. Like if you can get that training, it's so great. I mean, there's a lot of voice actors who are amazing who don't come from traditional acting training, but getting that basis of acting is so important. So start now if you can, if you're young and you want to do this. And then the voices come from creating a character, from like knowing what your character looks like, what world they live in. The voice will come if you really commit to that story behind it.
Yes.
Yeah, I actually. Oh wait, are we doing the snake thing?
No, I guess
No,
whoever wants
just
to
go for it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You got it first. Do it.
Sorry. Actually, a lot of the stuff you'll book, like, yeah, you'll have a wide variety of voices. But for myself at least, I would say like maybe 30% are close to your natural voice. And it's really exactly about the acting. If the acting is good, then like everything else, like the different voices are almost kind of like a video game skin. Like, oh, you're gonna put on this outfit, you're gonna put on this outfit, or whatever. So it's kind of like just filters for the character. But I will say, if you want to get good at, doing a wide variety of voices, what I like to think about is, for a voice, it's like the pitch, the texture, the accent, and even with those just three variables, like if you look at it like you play guitar or anything, or it's like dialing in different things on an amp or something. You're like, oh, maybe they should be from Yorkshire and they're younger and they're like, have like scratchiness in their throat. So it'd be because they're like this, if I'm talking like this, right? And I was going this, and then or you make them low and they're from the south, they're maybe like Baton Rouge area and they come sound like this. No, but behind all of it, you need to have the acting. Everything else is just like toppings to me.
Yeah, definitely. You can't. I don't think you can. You might be able to drop in and like book a few lucky jobs, but so much of the time you're not going to keep people's attention without. I mean, even the things that like Rocky and Bullwinkle or Bugs Bunny or something like that. Those people, like a lot of people, can do that. Those voices, they can imitate those voices, but it's about the heart and the intention of those characters. And I will say that most of those characters already have a voice actor. So the more that you can do to make yourself different and true to yourself, when I teach or when I do any kind of public speaking stuff, I talk about how important it is to kind of embrace whatever it is that makes you you. And usually that's stuff that has made you different and weird. And so, the lovely thing about, being able to bring life to a character. Like I always talk about being a punk rocker in high school, and I'm old enough that it was not cool, and you got into fights, and people pulled your hair because they had never seen pink hair and stuff like that. And all of the things that made me weird back then are actually the things that really feed my character work now. So embrace the things that people maybe have teased you about. And also, it's so competitive now. I've been doing this Kimberly and I like started out, we've been in this game for a really long time. And in order to have any longevity, you really do have to treat it like a business. You have to treat the art of the acting with respect because it is acting. You have to treat your instrument with respect and learn how to use it. Because if you can't talk or you ruin your voice, you won't work. So knowing what you can do, singing, vocal training, I I still take classes all the time, or I study accents and things like that to kind of beef up the stuff that doesn't come naturally to me. And also the business part of things, you know, really understanding, having a basic understanding of like good tech, so that when you're sending in auditions or you're doing jobs, you're not the person who's like, which end of the microphone do I speak into? And you know, understanding that like it's a really small community of people, so be good to people, be professional. It's like any other job. It seems like not every job seems like it's easy, but there is a lot of facets to it, and the more you can respect all of it, the better you'll do, and the longer you'll be in the business if you know, get into it. So
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, and for me, I can get overwhelmed when I have like a lot of auditions, and it's like, oh God, I got to come up with this character, I got to come up with all this, and it's like, first of all, you gotta, you know, take it one voice at a time. No pun intended, but just like literally, you take it one voice at a time, and you learn your craft. And like you were saying, if you can start out young and take classes. I mean, I have a theater background, and so for me, a voiceover came naturally, having that experience of, you know, creating characters and, you know, scene study and all that kind of stuff, because that's what helps. So, and also believe, if this is what you want to do and this is your dream, that dream's there for a reason. And a lot of people will be very negative or say you can't because of, but I think there's room for everybody's dreams. And if you believe in, really believing in yourself and having confidence is half the battle. So those are the things that I say to young people: learn your craft and believe in yourself and go for it, because that's what I did. So anyway,
on top of, I know we've been on this question for like 5 minutes, but since I wanted to make sure I had a chance to toss this in as well. You know, a lot of times when people ask about getting into the industry or becoming a professional, you know, we hear a lot about the technical side, about the acting side, you know, make sure that you're good enough to be on a professional level. But something that I hope gets talked about more often, especially in these modern times, that I feel like a lot of younger people don't really grasp and aren't told a lot about, is how important it is for all of you to be responsible. And responsibility means a lot of different things. It means being aware of how you engage with other people, how you interact with other people, how you conduct yourself, both on the job and off the job. For better or for worse, a lot of voice acting has gone the way of Hollywood in recent years, where it's not just about our ability to perform our characters. It's about events like this, about, you know, us being on camera, showing ourselves, interacting with our audience, interacting with our supporters. And that means that you as a person need to be someone that other people want to work with. And that comes with all these different facets. That's, you know, I'm sure any of us in this chat, and even some people in here, can think of a colleague or someone who, you know, maybe they give off the impression that they only really interact with people to drive up sales and they don't really care to talk to them otherwise. Or maybe they engage in dramatic fights online over things that really don't deserve their attention in the first place. Or maybe they act very disrespectful to convention staff and leave a bad impression over there because they think that they're all that because they happen to voice a very popular character. And just because we work as professionals, just because we have success in our careers, doesn't necessarily mean that we are free from emotions like bitterness, like jealousy, like envy when we see the success of our fellow colleagues. And being able to deal with those emotions in a healthy, professional way is way more important than you guys might think it is. Because if you're a good actor, but you have a terrible attitude and you have a terrible reputation, it's not going to help you with getting work. It's not going to help you with interacting with these people in the business that you're going to see over and over and over and over again. And so it's my hope that anyone that wants to get into this career is going to take the time to self-reflect and understand how you work best, the people that you're going to be working with, you know, how to be just an enjoyable person to interact with, because there are thousands, if not tens of thousands of people in this industry. And if you give a client or a colleague a reason to want to use someone else besides you just so that they can avoid having to work with you, there's a lot of options. So just be aware of that. And remember that being a professional means more than just being professional in your performance.
Yeah, as a corporate cog, I will say it's definitely more professional to be kind than it is to be rude or standoffish. So,
Chad's saying it's very ironic that Purple Yam Cookie is being the therapist right now.
Look, we love a complex, layered character,
right?
Okay, so I think that's just about. Well, we passed a little bit of the time mark, and just for reference, I totally didn't mention this at the beginning. I'm so sorry, I'm an awful host. But for the chat, because we had so many voice actors, we couldn't just get like 26 people on a Zoom call, basically. So we're doing this all in batches, and the voice actors have been kind enough to have to be able to like join these like sessions. So
the cookies are getting baked in batches. That's right.
Yeah, but we've only got one layer oven, so just you got it.
We're the gently burned ones. We've got a bit of crunch, but that's why you love us.
But yeah, first batch.
First batch. So I think that's just about a majority of the time that we have. Going to wait for the next batch of folks to trickle in. I want to say thank you to everyone here. If you are going to another stream, could you let the
Are there any
know?
giveaways to do, or?
Yes. Oh my gosh, you're so right. So we drew the first giveaway winner, who will be winning a pair of AirPods. So winner one is, drum roll please, everyone. It's Carla Moreno. If you're in the chat, please say something so we can verify it. But
Carla,
everyone,
you won.
Congratulations to Carla.
Carla, you won.
Carla, you won.
So congratulations to Carla. Thank you very much. And so if the voice actors, if you guys have another stream you're hopping into to sign the prints, please, this great time right now to plug in that social.
Yeah. For those of you who are interested, I'm going to be setting up my stream right now over at twitch.tv/sonicmega. I'll be signing these prints. I've got a bunch of Genshin prints as well. And all of your purchases are not only helping raise money for charity, but also my wife and I are making a down payment on our first ever house, and we could use every last bit of support possible.
Wow! Congratulations!
Congrats.
Once you're done supporting all of these incredibly amazing people, if you have some money to spare, I would greatly appreciate if you could toss some my way. But don't feel obligated. I love all of you. Mwah.
All right. Anybody else want to do their plugs?
I'm doing a live stream on my Instagram. I'm going to try to do Instagram and TikTok at the same time. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that with 2 different devices, but tomorrow at 12 p.m., Arianna Ratner is my Instagram. And then Arianna Ratner VO is my TikTok. So do live there tomorrow at 12 Pacific.
I'm heading over to Instagram Live now to get my stuff signed. So I'll be on for about a half an hour at Courtney Taylor LA, and it's Courtenay.
The way you spell it.
Be over there.
Thanks, guys.
Hi, thanks so much.
See ya. I guess I should do something. Maybe I'll go to Instagram Live right now. I guess.
Kimberly's like, we're rolling with the punches.
I'm rolling with it.
I'm going to Instagram.
My daughter, who usually helps me, is not here. I don't know what to say. I'm not I don't do.
You can do
I'm
it.
Very bad.
You just have to believe. You can do it.
Yeah. Okay. We'll try. Yeah. Let's do that. I guess. Let's do that. What time is it? I actually have a Saturday session at 3, so I'm going to do it. How about that? 2:00. See you guys there. Instagram Live. Kimberly Brooks 11, I think.
After the next chat with Strawberry Crepe, who's sitting right next to me, is going to do the next cookie run batch, and then after that, me and her are going to go sign all of our prints. There she is. We're going to go sign all of our prints on her YouTube channel. What's your channel called? Valeria the Wolf on YouTube. So in about 30 minutes, we're gonna sign and scream at you guys about everything. So I'll see you all there, and I hope you come be my friend. Thanks. Bye.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do what everybody else did. I'm gonna do the Instagram Live in about 10 minutes. I'm just gonna go get my prints and then sign them on the Instagram Live and my Instagram. is Jason K, Kaye. Oh, yeah, you can see my name. Super fan. Super, the word super and fan, all one word because it's the handle. Yeah, so follow me on there, and I'll be signing my vampire cookie prints. They're just in the other room. I would have brought them. They look really great.
Just pretend.
Prints.
With the magic of editing, not really, because it's a live
Oh,
stream.
really? Oh, right, it's live, right?
It's live,
right.
so we can't do it.
Yeah. Well, thanks, guys. This was great. I'm gonna go get those prints now. All right. See you. Bye.
So we are in a brief intermission period, waiting for other folks to trickle in. I already see them in the waiting room, and because we went a little bit over, I do want to quickly just mention a couple of questions that I've got on the Death Sister side of things. So one, something I saw a lot: where does the money go to for this? This is the question from Sunset, and well, the money does not go to Dev Sisters. Majority of the money goes to Streamily and, of course, the voice actors. So when you buy a print, it does actively support them. So please, if you love a voice actor, you love animation, you love the game, contribute to the voice actors. They make the game. They add the personality. Another question that I saw a lot was, how did we choose the voice actors? Well, we worked at the studio. We heard their auditions, and we selected characters from our brand management team and our localization team. Selected the characters and voice actors who, we enjoyed their performance the most. And then let's see, a question that I got from I don't know how to pronounce this, EQXNES on TikTok. When and why did you join the CRK team? I was employed during the pandemic, and oh man, you join a company the way anyone does. You search on LinkedIn and you find a job that matches what you want to do in the future. So that's what I did. And then a question that I see a lot is, who do I voice? Nobody, because I'm not a voice actor. CM stands for community manager, or in this case, cookie manager. Woo! All right, so just got about all those questions in. So now that we have, so it looks like everyone in batch 2 is in. So with the wonderful moderator, please, let's go ahead and add them all.
Courtney, what's good?
Hello.
Somebody next to you, Courtney.
Yes.
Peekaboo.
You don't actually have to know who I am. I'm just here to help Courtney.
So look, we got another Courtney in the chat. I'm so glad that that both of you were in the same session, because it got so confusing.
It would have been.
Okay, so just really briefly, if everyone could just introduce themselves, your name, your character, and maybe some roles that our fans might recognize you from, that would be great.
In what order?
Sorry. Oh, right. So let's do a snake style. I think the layout should be the same. So let's go.
I love that video game, by the way, Snake. That's how old I am.
Hey.
Wow.
In the earlier session, we were talking about Daria and the Great Lebowski, and we were like,
the Great
the
Lebowski.
the 1900s. Wow.
I saw that TikTok.
1800s.
All right, so let's go, Courtney.
Oh, hi everyone. My name is Courtney. I am, and I don't know. Now that I'm talking, I suddenly forget everything I've ever done. But I did Fantasy Star Online 2, and bunch of anime. I did Ragnarok Origins. I don't know. I did 20 last year, but they're not out yet, so I can't talk about them. So I will talk about them later when I can.
Oh, Jesus, am I next? Hi, my name is Xander Mobus. I voice Sparkling Cookie, who runs the juice bar. It's a juice bar. It's not a bar. It's a juice bar. It's very important. Let's see. What else do I do? I'm Joker in Persona 5. The announcer and the hands in Super Smash Brothers. Oh boy. Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm Toge Inumaki and Aoi Toto and that, and I do other stuff and things. All right, I'm gonna stop talking.
I'm Cameron Bowen. I play Licorice Cookie. I'm so stoked to be here. I'm such a big fan of all of yours. I was a kid actor, and I've been doing it ever since the 1900s. And I was in Young Justice and some video games and animation stuff. It's all been really cool.
Am I going?
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah. My name is Valeria Rodriguez. I voice Strawberry Crepe Cookie. I am Sucrose in Genshin Impact. I voice Perona in 2 Year Eternity. And I have a few really dope projects coming up, but those are my most notable ones.
Order changed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like,
order
wait.
changed.
Wait.
So,
Who go now? Stephanie?
Oh wait, but shouldn't what about Damon?
Oh,
Me?
Damon.
Is that my next?
let's go with Damon because now you're on the
Yeah.
top row.
Okay.
You got
all
bumped.
scrambled.
Hi everyone, I'm Damon Mills. I voice Milk Cookie in Cookie Run Kingdom. You may know me for one of the voices of Frieza in the Dragon Ball series, Vice the Immaculate in Final Fantasy VII Remake, Cherry Blossom in Skate the Infinity, Aogami in Shin Megami Tensei 5, and a bunch of other fun stuff. How you doing?
I'm the biggest skate fan here. Sorry.
I'm Stephanie Shea. I voice Tiger Lily Cookie. I do the voice of Sailor Moon in the Viz and I guess now Netflix dubs of Sailor Moon. Not the ones that was like over 20 years ago. Because
From the 1900s.
Right, you're not the one from the 1900s.
Oh no!
And also I'm Hinata in Naruto and Boruto, and I was Julie in Legend of Korra. I also work as a voice director and casting director and ADR scriptwriter. And a movie we worked on is in theaters now. It's called Belle.
Yes.
Go see it, but only if you wear a mask. That's it.
Heck yeah.
Hi guys, my name is Dawn M. Bennett. I'm the voice of Twizzly Gummy Cookie. You might know me as Kale from Dragon Ball Super, Zora from Epithet Erased, Nehru from Wonder Egg Priority, Frederica Bauman from ReZero, other stuff. You can look it up. Yeah.
There you go.
So we're doing snake style, I guess.
Okay.
Caitlyn.
It's Caitlyn now, right?
Good Lord. Hi, my name is Caitlyn Elizabeth. I voice Mala Sauce Cookie, who screams all the time. Things you might have heard me in. I was Croy Merides in Little Witch Academia. I'm in Genshin Impact. I'm Donna the Flower Girl. A lot of people get really upset about her for some reason. In Monster Hunter Rise as one of the hunters. Fire Emblem Heroes, Abel and Brigade. Yeah, I've also done ADR script writing, and I actually got to direct my first video game, Henchman Story. It's so good.
Nice.
Yeah, that's me.
Yes.
Oh snap! It's my turn now. I think.
Yeah,
There you go. Hi, I'm Tiana Camacho. I am the voice of Black Raisin Cookie in Cookie Run Kingdom. I am also the voice of Bee in Pokemon, Hermes Costello in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stone Ocean, and Lorelei Blindef in Epithet Erased and the Prison of Plastic, and Selena in Fire Emblem Heroes.
Yes.
Nice to meet y'all.
Nice to meet you, Tiana.
Oh.
We lost our.
We lost
our.
Oh,
We lost our Cookie Monster.
Who's our new
Oh,
monster?
someone.
and the
Uh-oh.
stream
I
fell
think it's
into
technically
chaos.
cookie manager.
We get to
volunteered
elect a new
Dawn.
moderator.
No.
Dawn? Yeah, okay.
Dawn planned all of this.
Dawn, you're the new
Twizzly
mod.
Gummy.
It was I.
Wait, where are we all Los Angeles based?
I think so, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
My goodness.
My
Uh,
goodness.
So now that
Oh, no!
no.
I'm gonna be the
It went too
moderator.
far.
So what was one of your favorite moments for everybody on the screen right now when you were recording for your cookie?
Should we go snake style?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go snake
Let's do
style.
snake
Just make it
style.
easy.
Well, the
Yeah,
order
there
changed
it is.
again.
Let's wait. Okay, yeah.
Let's go reverse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Reverse
reverse snake.
snake.
Okay,
Reverse
wait, but
snake,
Tiana
right,
looks
Tiana.
frozen, or she's really
We've
thinking
lost
hard.
another one.
Oh,
All right, Caitlin, what was one of your favorite
Yeah, Caitlin,
things
you
about
start. You
voicing
start.
Melissa?
Yes. What was your
Uh,
favorite
I'm right
moment?
here.
I just
So
loved that it was
Oh!
nonstop. Oh wait,
Tiana's back.
Tiana's back.
Yay,
Okay.
Tiana!
Right.
What was your
Hi.
favorite moment voicing on this game?
Oh my gosh. That's really hard to say because the whole thing just felt like a really, really invested blur of a performance. But I'd have to say, probably the part. Am I allowed to say spoilers? I don't want to.
Alyssa's not here.
Yeah,
I think, you know what? Wallace, Wildland.
I don't think you should say
There are
spoilers.
no
probably.
rules.
Probably not.
No spoilers.
Oh, no spoilers.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. Oh gosh, then that's going to be hard. I guess when she first shows up and, she kind of gives everyone the business. That's cool. The other stuff I wanted to say is kind of spoilers, so I'm not going to say it.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. I think that's fine.
Mhm.
For me, I just loved that Mala, literally every single one of the lines was all caps and at least 3 exclamation points at the end. So it was just nonstop screaming and laughing because there was nothing but screaming. So the whole time and saying how spicy I wanted everything to be was just great.
Spicy.
I'm pleased.
I think it's my
Nice.
turn.
It is.
You know what? This game, I think, is the first and only for me in-person recording that I did during the pandemic.
Oh whoa!
Oh,
Like
wow.
I've been very I don't want to come in. I don't want to come in.
Yeah,
and then,
yeah,
but then they were like, oh, would you come in? They're gonna do like a Q&A, and it was like, okay, my body is
brave the
ready. So yeah, I braved the world for this game. It was fun. I don't think I spoke in complete sentences, so that was always a challenge. But yeah.
It's always so funny that they do the Q&As after the session when you're all red and sweaty and,
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
Blair. It's
Wait,
your
so
turn.
doesn't it go to Dawn?
Oh.
Oh,
I-
snake eye, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, so like Caitlin, a lot of my lines were in caps with many, many, many exclamation points, and it was very therapeutic. In the past, I actually kind of struggled with maniacal laughter. And so when I got this audition, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try and work on this because I love like crazy villains. Like, I think of like Mark Hamill's Joker.
Mm-hmm.
I just love maniacal, or Daman, who is excellent at maniacal laughter as well.
True fact.
So when I did it, I was like, I really hope I get her because I worked really hard. And it was so fun and a very sweaty session. Yeah.
How did you master your maniac? What was the difficult thing, and then how did you master it?
I think it's the breath support. It's like that like build that like you know what I mean, like just that big build up to like the big crazy going nuts thing, and I would run out of breath, or like if I tried to laugh, it felt very stilted at times. But one thing I noticed moving here from Dallas, y'all's parking situation is bad. So anytime it became like second nature. Anytime I would find a spot, I would just start laughing maniacally. I think Xander's been witness to this. I'm just like,
Parallel parking
Yeah.
is, I think I've had stress dreams about it.
Her parallel parking. A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when people are watching, you parallel park. Like they're like you get a crowd because you've done like front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back.
Like the 36-degree turn or whatever.
Always. I have Xander. Xander's a master at it, and I'm just like, help me! I don't know what I'm doing.
This isn't quite fair. I get out of the car and then I'm like, all right, go back. Good. That doesn't make me a master of parallel parking. That means I have eyes.
Me? I don't know what to do sometimes.
Learning, it's okay.
And that's how Twizzly was born.
Arranged for parallel parking in LA.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Cameron?
What's the question was, what is our favorite thing about the character?
Recording for or the
Recording
character.
moment, yeah.
I never get to play characters, or rarely get to play characters like this. Like zany. Hey, she's back.
She's
back. So distraught.
Sorry, sorry. I'm
Okay.
Kim Kardashian crying face right now. My laptop
Caitlyn
died.
did admirably.
No, you're okay.
Cameron is she picked a question, which is what is her favorite moment recording, and then we were going snake mode, but now the order is completely screwed up again. Cameron was other way. Cameron
The other
was
way.
in
So
the-
Cameron up to Valeria. And then...
yes. Cameron was in the middle, or starting to tell us what his favorite part of recording.
Yeah, and I just rarely get to play characters like this, where they're like super zany. And I said it in the last stream, but when I auditioned for it, it was an on-camera audition, and it was more like grounded in reality as far as like it felt like a high school drama kind of the way that he was interacting with characters. And then when I get there, they showed me the picture, and Jamie, the VO director of the first session, we came up with the voice together, and it's one of the my favorite roles that I've ever played now, because it really kind of stretches my creative the build that I thought I had, especially because I got into this so young that I got into it to play more charactery stuff, but I ended up doing more dramatic work, or even like the comedic work that I've done have been mostly in my own voice, so this one's been really, really special to me.
Stop.
Who's
I
next?
say that about all your roles.
I think it was me at some point.
Yeah.
Where is
Are we
the
gonna
order?
continue?
Yeah, just go that way.
Let's
Okay.
just go with that.
Okay.
I'll go. I think for me, I hadn't played a character like this yet. Most of my characters were like good guys or like really meek, shy, young, like soft-spoken girls, which is the complete opposite from what I'm actually like. So it's actually surprising to me that those are the ones that I book the most frequently. But Strawberry Crepe Cookie was really fun because they're just super mean and very like angry and violent, and that was very fun to play and to scream and to say stuff like, I can't remember any of their lines, but it was mostly stuff like you guys are losers and you guys suck and that kind of thing, which is very fun.
Fun. So Milk Cookie is a very cutesy kind of lighthearted character, and I honestly don't play that a ton. Usually I play a bunch of different things. I have kind of a wider range. I play a lot of villains, and this one I got to just be the peppy one and like cheering everybody on and just use like this cutesy voice, and it was really fun. I really liked going in because it was early COVID still, and I got to go into the studio for this and work with them in person. It was just a lovely experience. But yes, parking. I think I got lost going in.
Yeah.
I was like, where am I? I was like, I've been inside too long.
Just text us when you get here.
Yeah, just like, let me know. But yeah, I can't remember any lines either, except for he's just protecting the darkness in his Milk Cookie ways.
Yeah. Wait, what's the order? What's happening?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think we have Xander.
Xander.
Courtney.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Xander.
Okay. What was my favorite part of recording for Sparkling Cookie? There's this plot point where like he gets in real deep in debt to the Cookie Mafia, and the scene where they break one of his legs off and dip it in milk in front of him. And that was
spoilers.
That was a really intense scene to portray.
Is this real?
Isn't that the plot of Shrek? Right? Like, doesn't
I was like,
Ginger get
ain't
tortured?
no way that's real.
Oh.
That was definitely my favorite scene to do. Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
That's-
all while sparkling.
Yeah, sparkling eye. He walks around with a cane now.
Ah.
Yeah,
It's a candy cane. Oh my god!
All the kids
I'm a
watching
genius.
this,
Is it? Is it
For
bedazzled?
everyone watching who haven't gotten far in the game, I'm just letting you know right now it goes in a really dark direction.
Isn't it
Sorry,
true you
this
guys got Martin Scorsese in for the next round of stuff? That's who we're gonna be working with next.
There's gonna be like Detective Lenny Briscoe Cookie and
oh my god,
we got
That's a
I mean,
1900s reference.
that's why they had to had us audition so grounded, because they knew it would be going in that direction in Act 2.
Oh my god.
Okay, sorry. This is all a joke. This does not happen. As a community manager, I feel like I have to be responsible about this. This is not what happened.
Or chaos.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess this is sort of a fun fact. I had originally auditioned for Onion Cookie, I think, and then I got cast as Squid Ink, which was like under a code name, and they were like, "You booked this," and I was like, "Yay! What is it?" I had no idea because I never actually auditioned for it, but like they're very similar in the sense where they're both like kind of sad, and I was like, "Oh, Squid Ink is like a little like Eeyore, but a squid cookie." And so all of the lines are kind of in that like emo sense, but then Squid Ink has one line that's like, and it's just so funny. It just made me laugh when we were recording it because it was like that one line. It's like what does Squid Ink enjoy the most? Like being sticky, and I just thought that was hilarious. So that was
Snooki?
Oh.
From Jersey Shore?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Did we lose Stephanie?
I think so.
Yeah, we did.
I think so. She'll come back. I think.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Wait.
Don't take offense, Courtney.
It's cool. Wait, so we're talking about our favorite things about our characters, or is it
favorite moment recording?
Oh, my favorite. Okay, cool. I went already, so.
Yeah, I think we all did this.
Yeah, we all went.
Okay.
The part where
Yeah, for that
I was
one.
a cookie, that was my favorite part.
Yes, being a
Yeah.
cookie.
Yeah.
That was a good part. It was
That was the
solid
sweetest part of the whole thing.
I see what you did.
Stop it.
Did you
That's
all
incredible,
see
Dawn.
that Dawn made gingerbread?
I made cookies.
She did.
Oh, yes.
Made
You won.
Twizzly.
I ate mine. And
I don't think I would enjoy a licorice cookie.
Didn't
Wait,
they?
Dawn, did
They
you go-
gave us the cookies.
I know
Yeah,
it's-
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry to
Can you, like,
say
pull
we
him up
did.
They
and
were
snap his little
nasty.
leg off?
Yeah, we
Hold
did
on.
eventually make.
I'll be right back. Give me a
Okay,
sec.
let's do this.
he's gonna come back
We
with a
made
bunch.
we like commissioned like onion cookies,
Yep.
chili pepper cookies, licorice
Mm-mm.
cookies, strawberry cookie, and gingerbread cookies that were like decorated as the characters. And only some of the voice actors got them. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I got
Lucky
one.
few.
I got them. All of them.
It's okay.
Wait,
That
like,
onion
can you
cookie
do a
was a
review
trip.
real quick?
Yeah.
Or who? Who are you talking to?
I made Xander.
Whoever was able to actually eat them.
Oh yeah,
Hi.
I ate all of them.
I had the cookies.
Oh my god.
I got no cookies.
I had the cookies. The onion one was very unexpected. And as someone that didn't really know the characters aside from the character that I recorded for, I went in super blind and I was surprised. We'll just say I was very surprised by what I had. I was like, sweet, I get free cookies. Let's do this. Oh my god.
I think only one of them was gingerbread was delicious.
I
It's the
liked the
gingerbread.
chili cookie.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Good.
It
I
burned
did.
my throat. Maybe I'm weak.
If you had it with milk, it breaks down the capsaicin and the spice balances out.
Big brain moment.
What's
Onion cookie and licorice cookie were awful.
I remember actually when I first tried them, because I was like, oh, like I want to see like how nasty they were. I was actually hoping that they would be nastier.
Really?
I was like, I really wanted everyone to suffer.
The onion one was a little, yeah, but everything else was pretty good.
Onion was rough.
Yeah, that was the worst
onion
one
was
I remember.
hard. I had that. I was like, oh my god.
Oh, we got regular strawberry cookie.
Yeah, that one was delicious. It was like an actual strawberry cookie.
That was.
And the other ones were like,
it was a bit too bubblegummy for me. I devoured Ginger Brave though, so we can say that he's 10 out of 10.
There's so much cannibalism in this.
I gotta say, when I broke Xander's cookie, his little shaker like broke perfectly off.
Wow.
Well.
He's a professional.
That's good because they don't get into this in the game. There's a backstory on how he got that shaker. It was his ex-wife's, and it was like one of the few things he got in the divorce. There's a lot of lore to this game, guys. Like,
I know.
The whole like Bible that they sent.
The Bible
is intense.
Xander, oh my god.
There's a Bible.
Oh my god, Xander, I remember when I interviewed you, and I was sitting there like, this is gonna make so much of the behind the scenes content. This is so. You gave me like maybe like 2 real answers, and then everything else was like yeah, this hard backstory, like tragedy, drama. Like I was like, sitting there like,
I'm a serious
this content
actor.
is
I
gonna be
take my
so
credit
wild.
seriously. When the backstory isn't there, I make it up.
So I actually have a couple of questions to some of the individual voice actors. So one of the questions I saw one of the most is for Twizzly, Gummy, Cookie, Dawn. Hi. For Dawn, how much practice did it take you to do Twizzly's evil laughter? This question is from Trix, but I saw a lot of the same questions about like, how did they do it?
So with Twizzly's laugh, we'd actually talked about this earlier when your laptop died.
No.
It's okay. So with Twizzly's laugh, it's weird. Like it was just like a little bit of Joker, and then randomly some of the grunts from Halo 1. I don't know why. Like I was thinking of them when I was doing it, just like that very like desperate like. Like that's what it made me think of when I was doing it. In the moment in the audition, it didn't take as long necessarily, but I've been working on trying to have a good maniacal laugh for forever because, as I said before, I love Mark Hamill's Joker so much because his laugh is just iconic. So yeah, does that answer the question?
Yeah, absolutely. That was one of the questions actually in the earlier session was kind of like, because a lot of voice actors rely on acting in general, like you rely on kind of like character tropes and storytelling, right? Like, was there a person or a character that you were kind of like basing your performance off of?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely a lot of the Joker for sure. Yeah.
And for the other folks, opening up this question to the floor.
Well, I said it before, but Eeyore for me was inspiration for squidding.
Oh yeah. I think for me it might have been like kind of like if you folks know Entrapta from She-Ra. Like doing like an evil, misunderstood like child Entrapta is kind of like the vibe.
That's so cool.
I think I just fell into a very vanilla anime protag trope for Milk Cookie.
That makes sense.
That's kind of perfect though. Like, what is it? Like light will get us through. Like,
yeah, just like, never can see the darkness. Everything's great, and when it's really not.
And you know what? That's kind of what we need nowadays in this environment.
Well, you need a realist, not a pessimist. Just somebody who's realistic, not somebody who's an optimist. Middle ground.
Now, make that I understand one more yourself.
Let's see. Well, I had another
What he's saying is like.
Oh, okay. This is for Cameron about Licorice Cookie. This is we're delving into non-canon territory here. But which cookie do you think Licorice Cookie would be a friend to?
Whether they're home or not.
What? A friend?
Yeah, which someone is typing very loudly.
Very loud. Okay. On a
Which-
typewriter.
Which cookie do you think Licorice would most likely be a friend to?
A friend?
Mhm.
I know he likes Dark Enchantress Cookie a lot. A friend. It's so interesting because he's he falls on the evil side, but I don't really think he is that evil. I think he's very misunderstood, and people just take his emotions the wrong way. Gosh, it's a hard question. How about Milk Cookie? I haven't played the game. I'm sorry, I haven't played the game. So I'm. Oh, you know what? I'll choose Twizzly Gummy Cookie. Yeah. I think that they have a similar energy. I've listened to the English dubs. You know, I've watched the videos and I've watched all the videos that Cookie Run has produced, but I haven't downloaded the game yet. So I have a good idea of who the characters are through their English voice actors. But aside from that, so let's go with Twizzly Gummy Cookie because I feel like they're both kind of whimsical.
It's like whimsical and sinister, which is like a very fun character trope, I feel like.
Yeah.
I have a question here for Xander about Sparkling Cookie. Lots of questions about Sparkling Cookie because I think he's quite popular. He's also from Oven Break, so this is a legacy character. But a lot of them are very non-canon questions. But do you think he's handsome and why?
Do I think Sparkling Cookie's handsome?
Yes.
Is that well, he's a cookie, so I feel like there's kind of an upper limit there. But as far as cookies go, yeah, I mean, I'd let him make me a drink. Why not?
And along the same vein, what is your favorite drink to make? And this is from Bolt Gaming.
What is my favorite drink to make? Okay, yeah, this is an old family recipe. So what you do is you go to the fridge, you open the fridge, you take out a can of Diet Coke, you open the tab.
Diet Coke.
Just how Mom used to make it.
That's hilarious. Snow Sugar's voice actor, who was on the first stream, is Diet Coke is their religion. So I thought that was very fun.
I mean, aspartame is not proven to give you cancer. So
I'm really just shouting him out on everything so I can get a sponsorship deal. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my God.
I am using this to get money.
this video is not sponsored by the Coca-Cola company.
No, but it can be.
I think I responsibly have to say that.
You can tweet them. Xander, tweet them. I got so close. I was like, I'm obsessed with cherry Coke, and I was like tweeting Coca-Cola over and over again. And then at one point, they DM'd me and they said, "Hey, we are like working on a new flavor. Do you want to like be one of the first people to try it?" And I was like, "Yes." And then they were like, we changed our mind or something. Like, I guess, I don't know, they scrapped the flavor or whatever. And so then it didn't happen. But all I'm saying was it's, use the power of your Twitter. That is true.
But 2022 is about manifesting.
The other day
on nuggets, and McDonald's actually emailed me and was like, "Hey, listen, if you're willing to eat 100 chicken nuggets live, we can make this happen."
Wait.
And I just had to email them back. I was like, "Are you guys messing with me? Is this real?"
Yeah, that's like,
I know you've gotten 40 nugs in a night before.
Yeah, I walked out of my house on my porch.
Thank you for the offer.
Like 3 Cokes in like a nice box that like seemed like it was like sent from Coca-Cola. It was unopened. The box was unopened. There was no address on it or anything. And there was like a Coke Zero and like a Cherry Coke and like a promotional thing. But there was no name on it. I haven't drank them yet.
Oh, you shouldn't.
Extremely ominous and almost cursed, I dare
It's
say.
probably someone from PR being like, "I love you, Cameron."
I hope so.
That's how the Coca-Cola employees, court people.
Yes. Giving them promo boxes.
I apologize for being the bearer of bad news, but we must move on soon to the next panel. But I wanted to thank everyone and also announce the second winner of the AirPods. So if everyone can drum roll really quick. So Fry Salazar, you are the winner, and I could be pronouncing your name really incorrectly. It's Sarai. So congratulations, please. Congratulations in the chat. If you are the person, please say hi. But other than that, so not sure what everyone up here is going to do after the stream of where to sign the prints, but if you are going to do something with your prints later, now is a great time to plug it so some of our fans can go check you out.
Woo! Who goes first? Okay, so I'm going to be streaming my signing on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/DonMBennettVA. Yeah, I got a couple of awesome Twizzly gummy prints on there. You should check it out.
I'm going to be on Instagram, my name, Cameron Bowen, directly right now, right after this.
I'm going to be on my YouTube channel, Valeria the Wolf. I will also be signing with Snow Sugar's voice actor.
Nice.
Right there.
Are we going up or down?
I'll go. I'm going to be on my Instagram at Daman Mills, DamanMills, and I will be doing that right after this with these beautiful milk cookie prints that they provided. They're sturdy this time. I really like these ones.
He's shining.
He's shining inside and out.
Anybody else with their plans?
Xander?
Oh, sorry.
Oh. Okay, Courtney started first, so we'll go there.
Okay, I'll be on Instagram Live after this with my inky prints, and if I saw there were a couple questions in the chat about Squid, so if you want to go onto my Instagram Live, I'll answer them there as well. And it's just aside the Courtney Lynn on Instagram.
Now it's like complete free for all because the order is
just free for all.
The snake is tangled.
Okay.
Yeah. I will be on my Twitch at XanderMobusVO at some point. I'm not 100% sure. It's either going to be tomorrow or Monday. Still deciding. But yeah, that's where I'm going to be.
Caitlyn, ladies first.
Oh, well. Could go either direction, honestly, then. Well, I'm going to be streaming sometime next week. I'm currently in the middle of moving at the moment, but over at twitch.tv/boobsmcbalrog, and that is spelled B00BS MCBALROG, because Twitch doesn't like me using that word, but it is a double meaning, so they haven't banned me yet. I'm not raunchy. There's a story I'll tell one day.
You need to tell me.
We'll get there. It's a long and harried past.
Oh, I can't wait.
I love it. I love a dark backstory. This is
Oh,
your
don't we all?
Yes, Xander has plenty of them up his sleeve.
I'll be on my Instagram. Oh, look, this is the print. Rawr.
Oh, cute.
I'll be on my Instagram, which is the number 2 and my last name, Shay. It is a pun. Yeah, like just kind of like right after this.
Oh, touche.
Amazing.
All right, so I think everyone got their chance. I really want to say thank you so much, and of course, thank you for dealing with my drop off. I'm actually using my roommate's laptop now because it's dead.
Very nice roommate.
Look, I'm also moving right now. This isn't even my apartment. Like,
feel you.
Neither is this one.
All right, so thank you so much. And for everyone in the chat, just as a reminder, we had to do this in batches because there are so many voice actors that we have. Please support please support these voice actors. A majority of the profit does go to them and Streamily. Like Dead Sisters is not making money from it. So, if you love the voice, you love the character, go support them. All right, so goodbye, everyone. We're waiting for batch 3 now.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, friends.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. I don't know how to leave.
I don't know either.
I'm glad that they all said, we didn't know how to leave, and then left. Sorry. So brief intermission period. And I will be asking, I'll be answering a couple of questions from the chat as well about Dev Sisters. So this question is from lolbitf. How long does it take to design a cookie? How long does it take to design and find a name for them? Well, it really is dependent. And this kind of, I'm going to kind of answer this like multiple, another question as well is kind of like, why isn't blank in the, why isn't this cookie in the game yet? Or like, when is this character going to come out? And well, it's really hard to say because the way that mobile gaming works and with all these updates, like the game team has to make sure and the story team has to make sure that the character development makes sense as we're going through the storyline. So there are plenty of really like popular characters, obviously from like one of the older game Cookie Run Oven Break, and as much as I would love for all the characters to come in, we are working on the plot as well. So it just kind of depends. And once a year, we have a big kind of like hackathon session where we think of new characters and designs. And our artists work super hard to make them as beautiful and, of course, like match with the story team's vision. Let's see. I think. Okay, that's all the questions that I saw thus far. I did see somebody ask whether or not this was a console game. It is not. This is a mobile game. Let's see. Yes, Moonlight is confirmed to be in the game. The Legendaries, you can check our website and we have profiles for the Legendary characters. I can't answer when they're going to come out, but they will come out. I saw another question about how long the Streamily store is going to be open for. How long do you want it for? Can someone in the chat tell me how long you want it for? They'll be available for at least 2 or 3 more weeks. So hopefully y'all will be able to get it in time. Let's see. 2 to 3 weeks. I'm getting, 2 to 3 weeks. Let's see. I'm reading the chat right now, so please don't ask questions in super fast succession. Otherwise, I'm going to have a really hard time reading them. Is the question of what is my favorite cookie directed towards me? And because if it is, mine is my favorite cookie is onion cookie because I love a good crybaby. I think it's funny. Reading more. Are there going to be any future collaborations? No comment. I am under NDA and I don't want to get sued by my own company. Let's see. All right. So that's all the questions that I will be taking in this brief intermission. So with that being said, we are ready now to enter phase 3 of this stream with the rest of the voice actors. So with the power of editing, all these people are showing back up.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah. Woo.
Hello,
Okay.
hello.
This is going to be very exciting because at the very end of this part, we will be announcing the winner of an iPhone. Oh my gosh. Using my extra social budget for the betterment of the Cookie Runner community. But welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining our stream. I really appreciate your patience as we've had technical difficulties, just trying to make things organic. I guess the way we're gonna go with this is I would love it if y'all could start with brief introductions of just like your name, the character you play, and then what other media our audience might recognize you from. In the past 2 sessions, I've asked folks to do it in kind of like a snake style, but if other people join, that might get messed up in the order. So we'll just, we'll do our best. So I guess starting from here, Cassandra, if you'd like to begin.
Hi everybody, I'm Cassandra Lee Morris, voice of Cream Puff Cookie. I love this game so much. Hi everybody. I'm also in Persona 5 as Morgana. I'm in Fire Emblem Three Houses as Sothis. A bunch of anime and other games, and yeah, I don't know. Just happy to be here, and I'm in good company. So, oh wait.
Yeah, I know it's all backwards.
There we go.
Hi, I'm Laura Post. I voice Sea Fairy Cookie in Cookie Run Kingdom, and I'm in Persona 5 Royal as Kasumi, and I'm in League of Legends as Ari, and Fire Emblem Three Houses as Catherine, and anime and stuff. Yay! So now down, right?
Yes, Tiana was in the previous stream, but
it
technical
ended up-
difficulties.
Yeah,
so please continue to stay. We missed you, and you're more than welcome to stay in stream number 2.
Sure. It just got really robotic and I had to refresh and then I wasn't let back in. So it's okay, it happens. So hi, my name is Tiana Camacho. I am the voice of Black Raisin Cookie, who is awesome. And I am also the voice of Bee in Pokemon, Hermes Costello in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stone Ocean, Selena in Fire Emblem Heroes, and Rosa on Chuggington.
Awesome. Is it the snake going this way? Yes. Okay.
Yes, it's on you, Amber.
Sweet.
You're completely correct.
Hey everybody, my name is Amberly Connors. I am the voice of Ra Cookie, the gunslinging, cowgirl chasing down a spicy cookie that may or may not be my secret bae. I don't know, leaving that up to your interpretation. I was also one of the voice directors on this. So I got to work with a bunch of wonderful actors. It was super fun. And you may have heard me in other things such as Eno in Guilty Gear Strive, Ms. Joke in My Hero Academia, Toy Chica in Five Nights at Freddy's, Peek in Attack on Titan, and Wes in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stone Ocean with this wonderful person right here. So yeah, that's me. And then it's going this way.
Yeah, right there. There we go.
Hi, my name is Behzad. I play Lilac Cookie. I had a really great time recording. I'm also the voice of Azad in The Lion Guard. And on camera, you can see me in How to Get Away with Murder or The Shy or some other television shows. Yeah. And I guess we go down this way to...
In the honor of
Hi. Yeah. Hey everybody, this is Alicia Rotaru. I am the voice of Beat Cookie, the English version. You might know me from DC Comics as Black Canary in their latest drop. And then also from TV on a bunch of stuff like Arrow, Dead Again and Tombstone, Supernatural. Yeah. Take it over. I'm like,
This way. Hey guys, I'm Vivian. I'm the voice of Latte Cookie, and of course I have my latte with me, but it's iced. And you can see me on Hulu's East Los High, a lot of other camera work as well. But right now I'm voicing some things on Santiago of the Seas, Netflix Captain Fall, and yeah, a few other things that are dropping this year.
Awesome.
I love working with you, Amber.
Oh, thank you. I love working with everybody. And Laura, I didn't get to work with you, but I did secretly sit in on your session when you're recording Sea Fairy. So
I was gonna say, no, you were there because I was like, oh, Amber's here, yay!
Yeah.
Amber and I go way back, so.
Amber, how many of these voice actors here did you direct?
I think yes, I worked with Cassandra, and I know Vivian for sure. I don't know if I got to do anything with anybody else really. I mean, I got to watch Laura's session, but at least not yet. Maniacal hands.
All right, so I'm gonna ask some questions that some of our I think a lot of you may have like heard or been asked these questions before. A lot of it is about kind of like the voice acting industry, but I guess one of the questions that I saw a lot was of the lines, like, were there any that were super difficult? Like, what kind of voice or what kind of line did you have the most difficulty with? And it doesn't have to be about this role. It could be about any role that you've had.
Anytime I need to say the name Lilith. It doesn't come up that often, but when it does, it's like, oh no, not the name Lilith. I really struggle with that name for some reason.
Fair. I have, I guess, like mini morbid story time. I don't know, like how struggly we want to go, but real quick, I was voicing in this anime series like years ago. I didn't really know what was happening, but it was like kind of like a murder game, like almost, where it was like a King's game, but like via the phone, and like you had to be given a task, and then if you didn't do the task, you died. Like, so it's like, okay, high stakes. And my girl got a task that was you have to kill what you love most. And so she murders her parents, and the task is not complete. And then her puppy walks in the comes in the room, and I did not kill the dog, but my girl tried to kill the dog. And just for full context, this dog looked exactly like my first ever dog that got hit by a car. So it was very traumatic for me. And I'm like having to choke out this puppy in the show. And I'm like having an emotional moment. My girl doesn't go through with it. And then she dies. I'm like, you know what? That's the best case scenario, is that she just, we're done.
Wow.
So that was probably the hardest thing I had to do. That's a rabbit hole.
Oh my God. I mean,
That's a lot.
Like, it also proves to show like how much like a lot of voice acting is about acting as well. Like, that's every single time I've asked that question about kind of like what do you recommend to people who are starting out, is like, be an actor. And like, I've sat in on a couple of these sessions and seen y'all really like put your whole like body into it, or your whole like facial expressions even.
Yeah, I was just gonna piggyback off of that. It's so much fun. Yay, that gold Sharpies. I feel like it's so much fun now with on-camera acting, because as a voice actor now, it's kind of new to me, but not. I've been in it for like a year and a half, and things have just been really taking off in a super short amount of time. And when you really just put your whole body, your breath, like sweating in the booth, all of it makes you that much better, I think, of an actor on camera too. And it's so much fun. You can just really let loose and do everything. But I think for me, something that's, I wouldn't say hard, but you just really have to be in tune with yourself, is always like when you hire the stakes, when the stakes get higher and higher and higher with each line, or like, you know, more forcefulness here, more of this here. It's just kind of like, oh my gosh, I got to get even more intense on this next one. So maybe hold off a little bit before the sweating begins. Would you guys agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely. It made me think of like when we have lines that are vocally stressful, or like all out screams, or stuff where we have to go like really, really hard and project. Like, luckily I didn't have that much of that with Cream Puff, but in other games, like, you know, when you have to scream and then, you know, you still have an hour left of your session, like just knowing when to preserve your voice and take care of your instrument, and when to take a break and stuff like that. I think that's probably the most challenging thing about voice acting, because like nobody can see your throat. Like, you know, like if you're limping, obviously you hurt your foot, but if you hurt your throat, like you're the only one that knows. So I think that's probably the most challenging thing overall, is just like taking care of yourself while being able to do this.
I think also speaking. Oh,
Well,
sorry, Behzad. Just like talked over you. I was just gonna say, speaking in a different language that you have no idea is happening when they give you copy and you arrive to the studio and you're like, "What? I'm speaking Japanese? Great!" And there's no translator, or like there's no like dialect coach, and you're just like,
"Oh my gosh, that's an amazing challenge to have taken on." That's never happened to me before. I do speak Spanish.
Oh my God.
So that's kind of like known, but that's wild. That's awesome.
Yeah, but like.
That was kind of actually like one of the most shocking things that I learned about throughout this whole process, is that oftentimes like voice actors, like, y'all don't get the scripts in advance. What?
No, that don't happen.
Yeah, it's very different from on camera or theater or anything like that. Like you got to go in a booth and just be open and ready and ready to take direction and follow up really quick and create contacts really quick, and yeah, everything moves very fast in VO.
The hardest thing, I think, is that I was listening to the earlier session and they were talking about actual cookies that they got delivered to their home, and I didn't get any. That was very difficult for me to deal with. I was like, someone had gingerbread cookies? I love gingerbread cookies. So for me, that was the most challenging part of the process, is the missing out of the real life cookies.
Two of the three sessions of this live stream, people have pointed that out. Look, we thought about it like halfway through the recording process, like, oh, maybe we should do this.
I'm like, where almond cookie at?
We had a strawberry cookie, a gingerbread cookie, licorice cookie, an onion cookie, and a chili pepper cookie. And I did get to try the initial batches, and I was actually hoping that they'd be nastier, but they were actually pretty good. The onion cookie and the licorice cookie were actually kind of nasty, but the chili pepper cookie was tasteful.
I like black
that sweet
licorice.
The chili pepper was my favorite personally.
Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous. I want to try all of these.
I know, right?
I didn't get to try them, but I think the chili pepper would be my favorite cookie.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Sounds sassy. I like a hot cookie.
Yeah, spicy cookies. It's like spicy chocolate is also really good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Mexican hot chocolate. That's my favorite kind of hot chocolate.
so
It has a kick
good.
to it. Mm-hmm.
That's actually, so now that everyone started talking about cookie ingredients, actually one of the questions I saw a lot of was if you were to be able to design your own cookie and choose the main key ingredient in it, what would it be?
Ooh.
So I would choose, I'm Italian, and I grew up going to all these amazing Italian bakeries, and my grandmother would cook would bake amazing Italian cookies. So there was this pastel swirl sugar cookie at my favorite bakery when I was little. So I think that would just be mine. I don't know what the main ingredient is. Just your standard pastel Italian sugar cookie. That's my pitch for the next cookie in this game.
Wait, so I have to
Italian
ask.
pastel cookie.
Okay, yeah, so I have to ask, is the cookies themselves gonna be Italian?
Yeah, I think so.
I love that.
Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna pause this conversation really quickly. To everyone in the chat who is spamming "Witness the might of the C's" and "Witness the might of the T's," please stop. I have been messaged a couple of times to stop that. And no, can we get the might of the trees? Do not do that. Please stop that.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
What about the might of the cookie?
Please do not spam the chat. I'm trying to look at questions as well. But anyway, back to regular scheduled programming.
Yeah, please.
Oh, right. So cookies. I guess since we'll snake again. So, okay. So my favorite kind of sweets, like ice cream, tea, anything, is floral stuff. So like a lilac cookie, for example. But my favorite is rose. So I would go with rose, which is because I love floral things. But
Nice.
lavender is also good.
Lavender's amazing.
We don't have a lavender cookie, but actually in Cookie Run Oven Break, we
I was
do
gonna say,
have
I
a
think
rose
there is
cookie.
one, but whatever.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's what I would still want to eat.
She's like a flamenco,
Oh, that's
dancer.
dope.
She's got red dress emoji, kind of going on.
Oh my gosh, yes. So yeah, rose or lavender. Just let's get a whole flower field. I'm good.
Yeah.
I would love it if there was like a wasabi cookie.
Also, we do have that in Cookie Run Oven Break. It's, her name is Dr. Wasabi Cookie, and she's this crazy genius character, mad scientist.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Is it you, Tiana? Like,
I think it's me, yeah.
okay, cool.
My answer would be super similar to Laura's because I love lavender flavored everything and rose flavored everything. However, for the sake of having a different answer,
Sorry.
I would say, no, you're good. I would say I would do really, really, really sweet plátanos, plantains. And I want that with brown sugar and caramel mixed together into a cookie. Right when it's black, where you know it's real sweet, and then you make that into whatever you want to. That's what I would do. And the brown sugar together and the caramel together, top notch.
You thought about this one, Tiana.
No, that's just all I
That made me
to
hungry.
the grocery store, and everybody wants me to teach them how to do it. So I end up like, all right, here's my thing for the week. And then I come out and then I got like 10 plátanos by the time I'm done. So there we go. Yeah.
That sounds delicious. I'm gonna piggyback and also say I'm a huge fan of lavender. Like a lavender honey, especially, would be like, ooh, so good. But to have like a different answer. I know pomegranate cookie already exists, but if there was a way to like get the pomegranate cookie, so like it's still a cookie and it's like cooked and everything, but like the pomegranate still like exploded little pomegranate juice when you bit into the cookie, like that were in the cookie. I don't think scientifically it's possible, but I would love that. Like little cookie gushers.
I'm literally drinking honey lavender tea right now, so I love that you just said that.
Oh,
I'm with you.
That's so dope.
I'm gonna have to change the snake because my girlfriend loves floral flavors. She loves rose things and lavender things. And I do not. I just don't like those flavors. It sort of hits my weird. So I will break the snake chain. But I'm very simple with my sort of desserts and sweet things, like just a real good brown sugar cookie or like a cinnamon sugar cookie or a molasses cookie are like my favorite cookies to eat. In the same way with ice cream, if there's too much stuff in it, I don't want it. I kind of just want like simple flavor. So that would be me.
You know what? We needed that. We needed the diversity of opinions here. We were delving really deep into floral territory, and you really brought us out.
Refreshing.
All right, so I think Alicia?
What's my cookie? I really like a dark chocolate, maybe rosemary and salt cookie with like a sprinkle of chili.
Sounds really good.
I don't know what we would call that, but it would probably be like, I don't know, and it has to be moist. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay. I need to know who. Yeah, who's like the crispy versus like soft cookie debate?
It has to be soft. Yeah.
Soft.
Oh, team soft.
I think
It depends on the cookie.
Yeah.
Look, I'm team yay cookies.
Yeah, crispy cookies are yummy too. Like the I don't know, biscotti. Can you call that like that?
Oh, I guess
yeah. Okay, I'm down with that.
I think that has to be crispy, right? And
yeah, sure.
The segue for mine, it's super random, and I started saying it earlier, but key lime pie cookie.
Ooh.
I'm from Miami, Florida, and Florida just, I don't know, I just
sounds so good.
Had the key lime energy to make it kind of like tangy, but also sweet, and then the crust of the pie just mixed up in it. So maybe it could be like a cold cookie.
There actually is a lime cookie, and she is like a kind of like a beach girl.
I
So
love that.
it's got the vibes there.
That's cute.
Nice.
One of the questions that I have seen a lot in the chat was, what did you feel when you first saw the character that you were going to play? Like,
oh my God,
did the lines kind of match to what you were envisioning? Like, was there a mismatch, or did you just like think it was perfect?
I thought it was perfect.
I had feelings when I initially saw it, but I don't want to skip anyone in the snake, so maybe we should
Oh,
Dude, the snake.
Oh, now you're the start of the snake, Tiana. Reverse.
Yeah,
Oh.
you're the start, so go for it.
Oh darn, really? Oh God. Okay. So okay. Full disclosure. I had a goth phase in my late 20s. Let me tell you something. That wasn't a phase. It wasn't. I still kept it going. Like I was like, you know what? I didn't get to live in a household where I could wear my corn t-shirt at 13. I'm gonna do it every day now. So it was like one of those things. I actually wore one to the session and I was like, oh wait, I'm getting recorded. Maybe I should put something over it in case they want to use it for promotional stuff and not have to blur my t-shirt out. So when I saw Black Raisin Cookie, I was like, you know what? Yeah, I can see that. I can, yeah, that's me. I know why I booked this. Okay. I just show up and I be me and I go home. So yeah, like she just looked so cool. Like, that whole aesthetic. Chef's kiss. That was just me in cookie form. It was just perfect.
Which way should we go now?
Yeah, should we start
At this point, the snake got ruined, so it's a free for all now. We are at.
I say Vivian because we can go like a zigzag on the bottom, and then we'll get the tops at the end.
I know.
Okay.
I think I lost you guys there for a second.
Wait. Do you know the question?
Refresher.
Okay. Yeah, I was just making sure. So.
Okay.
How did you feel when you first saw the character and how it matched to the lines? Like, were you shocked by it? Was there a mismatch, or did you just think it was perfect?
I was like super delighted. I especially the animation of my character, the way that it was drawn was just so cute and perfect to the lines that I have as well, because everything is super like soothing and chill, and then you see this like delightful, gorgeous little latte cookie on a spoon, and I was like, oh my god, they work so well with the lines. So yeah, I think that for sure latte cookie goes really well with her lines.
This may be like a little woo-woo, but my character is simultaneously like a cold assassin, but also a like lovable and loyal bodyguard. So there was like this sort of good and evil thing happening. And so when I saw that Lilac Cookie was all in, purple, all in lilac, I actually thought that, purple is our blend of sort of red and blue divisiveness and this like good and evil. So I took it as like finding more of balance. When I think purple, I think about balance and sort of balancing our polar opposites. And so it just sort of led me down the path of like, okay, every time that this character says a line that may sound evil, there might be some core goodness to it. And when he has a line that is sounding good, there might be some like disingenuousness to it. So it sort of just furthered that balance.
Yeah,
I love that.
That's a really great way to explain it. Like, he's got that mysterious quality to it. I think you nailed it on the head. This is hard because we went for like free for all mode. Is it?
Yeah,
are you trying to zigzag us
or like I think we're just like, oh, I'm lost.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, I had no idea what I was literally stepping into until I did, as I'm sure most of us did with like our lines and whatnot and like the energy behind things. So on the day, it was like, oh, this is like the most amazing match ever. This is great. I love farming. I don't own a farm, but like I can do it. Like crossbow, great. Like she's a little bit of a warrior living off the land. Totally my vibe. Although I do, shop at Erewhon here and there. So yeah, it was great. It was a fun match for sure. And I mean, plus her energy, like this is kind of maybe what I look like in the morning when I wake up, but she's cute.
I love the Erewhon shout out.
Right?
I spend way too much money at that stupid store, but I'm okay with it.
I have to shout it out all the time after I saw this meme on Instagram one day. It was pretty good. It was like someone took like a jar and was like $50 for organic.
I saw that one.
Cream
Yeah, it's like
spinach. And I'm like,
$50 cream
it is
spinach.
stupid. It's dumb.
Yeah.
But
For those that don't know, Erewhon is like Whole Foods on crack. It's amazing food, but like you have to look at the price tags before you put anything in your cart, because there will be a $50 jar of spinach, and I once saw a $45 gallon of water there.
True.
And yeah,
Like,
There
is the
is-
water
Become
going
a
to
member.
cure- like,
Become
what is
a
that water
member.
gonna do? Like, is it gonna like cure depressions? Like,
it better,
There is
right?
they have ice cubes there at Erewhon that are exactly square cube cuts, and they're like perfect cubes, and they're
Yeah.
$45.
yeah, it's amazing. If everyone should just walk in there once and buy one item that's obscenely expensive and then leave.
Yeah.
It's like
They
a
also have
YOLO.
there was also like pickles. I think there was pickles that were like $45 for a jar of pickles.
These better
I
be
believe
magic
it.
pickles, like the most magical pickles in existence. Like you plant a magic pickle and then you get like a life supply of pickles.
I'm upset to hear that, because like one of my pandemic hobbies was getting into pickling, and I was like, yeah, like this is cool. Like I'm gonna make this for myself. So hearing about $45 pickle, excuse me, I have vinegar in my closet right now.
I mean, like Beet Cookie would lose her mind. She'd just make her own. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she'd be so mad walking around.
So Alyssa, now you have to send me gingerbread cookies and some of your pickled things that you have made.
Stop. I'm sorry. We didn't
guys
think
owe
about it.
I love.
I know
I
you.
love pickled things.
You said it, Alyssa. I need some of that pickling too. we took
Okay, I'll update everyone once I finish moving. Actually, literally, my roommate is like handling the move right now, because I like totally messed up with scheduling. So like, this is not my apartment. This is like, my friend was very kind for letting me
love it.
squat in her apartment while we're literally moving right now. Was everyone able to answer the question? I don't think so.
We did like a weird I'll answer, then I think we go up top this way.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah, so like I actually had a picture in my audition for Rye Cookie. So I got to see what Rye Cookie looked like, which was super helpful in making the voice. I kind of did like this badass like female Clint Eastwood, but like a little saucier. And I was like, these lines work great. And we added some extra yeehaws during the session with Jamie, and it was really fun. So I was like, yeah.
I think Laura should go, because there's a
All
vacuum
right.
outside my door.
Okay, that's
And I don't
fair.
know if you guys can
So
hear it.
I don't think we can, but it's fine. I don't mind. She looked kind of like what I would expect her to look like. I mean, I didn't know when I was auditioning that they were cookies. So that's, there was a surprise cookies, but I knew going into the session that it was about cookies because of the name of the game. So, but when I had the audition, I was like, oh, she's like elegant and graceful and yearning and sad. And I feel like her art looks like all of those things. Like she looks very sad. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I felt like it aligned with my expectations somewhat.
Nice. I was curious how they were gonna make like a cream puff come to life. But I was like very delighted when I saw her, because she has like a little bread hat, or like that's the cookie part, and then I feel like her hair is like the cream part. So and I thought that was awesome. And I love her wand. Her wand is my favorite part of all. Yeah. So I love Miss Cream Puff. She's so cute.
I love cream puff and latte too. I love that storyline. It's one of my favorites. It makes me think of like Little Witch Academia and Harry Potter and stuff. So I'm like, oh,
right? Yeah.
Everyone has, their little
Also
animation. That's so cute. I was talking about the spoon earlier, but also, have you guys ever had those teachers that you just loved so much because they were just nurturing and loving? Like, oh my gosh, I get to go to school again and just like, have fun with this teacher. That's exactly how I felt about her too. It made me think, like, This was her name actually, Mrs. Honeybee. That's a real. It was her. I mean, she
Oh my
probably.
gosh.
Now that I think about it as an adult, she probably it was not maybe her real name. But,
Well, I think of Matilda because Miss Honey
Yes, I
and
was
Matilda.
thinking yeah, exactly.
And so you think of that nice, that nice teacher who's comforting, but also, you still listen to her. She still has that disciplinary thing going on.
I love that. That's so cool.
I
Although
mean,
my
latte is
teacher was just
100%.
Mrs. Edwards. Miss
gonna
Honeybee
say,
sounds
latte
way
cookie
more
is-
magical.
I feel like she made it up now that I think about it. It was like Mrs. Honeybee or Mrs. Honeycutt. I think it was Mrs. Honeybee or Honeycutt. Something like that. Either way, with honey in it, it's just so like.
100% latte cookie is a cool teacher, so totally makes sense.
Every time I see lattes art, I just want coffee so bad, even more than I already do. And it's just delicious.
I need another cup.
I'm sipping mine. So.
So I'm checking the questions, and I saw one, and this I tried to ask earlier, but it was kind of hard because it's been a while since some of you have recorded. So I'm wondering, do you remember who you may have voiced as an NPC or any other characters?
I do. It's in the Cream Puff storyline, so I remember. It's the two. There's like the two judges, or not. They're not judges, but at the school, it's like Cream Puff gets in trouble. Yeah, and there's the cat, and then there's like the lady, and she's like, "Oh, I love her." I forget her name. But they're like, both of them are like arguing over like, you can't go like the beacon. That's a terrible idea. This is great.
I love the voice you did for her. It's so fun.
It was so fun. I had a great time doing Sea Fairy, and I love Sea Fairy, but it's also fun doing just someone that's like over the top like that. She was great.
That's so cool. I didn't know you were in my storyline. I love that. That's awesome.
Does anyone else remember their NPCs? I don't have the list, so just curious. It's been a really long time, so totally understand.
I don't know if I had any NPCs. I think I was just the one cookie, and that's it. But like, I remember that I was interacting a lot with another cookie storyline, which is kind of spoilers, so we're not going to say that on stream.
I didn't voice any NPCs, but my favorite NPC that I got to assign was during Cameron Bowen's session. I was like, "Can you like call like a crow?" And he's like, "I don't know, we'll find out." And he did, and it's the most amazing crow ever.
Wait, is Cameron one of my crows?
I think he might be your crow, Tiana.
What? Oh my god, I just found this out like right now. Get out.
And for reference to everyone in the chat, Cameron Bowen, it plays Licorice Cookie.
Yes, Licorice Cookie is your crow, Tiana.
I should just hit him up and be like, "Caca, what's good? How are you?"
That was actually also a thing I was really surprised to find out about. Like whenever I watch like behind the scenes of like animated movies, that like I guess like I just assumed like animals were like recorded on their own. Like I didn't realize like real people were voicing animals.
Yep.
Oh,
it's all the time.
Yep.
Okay. So we are hitting time, but I'm happy to continue going this. I saw do some folks need to leave? And if so, would you like to do a quick plug of just like when you're signing your prints, or like to follow your social channels? Again, the prints to the audience here, the prints revenue does go to Streamily and to the voice actors. So you're directly supporting them when you buy a print.
Hi. Yeah, so I will be doing my signing next Sunday on my TikTok. And my TikTok is just at Cassandra. Yeah, I'll be on there. And my Twitter is at Cassandra. And my Instagram is Cassandra.Morris. And I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Oh, and here's my cream puff.
Yeah.
They're so cute.
The prints are so cute.
Yeah. My store will be open until next Sunday. So yeah, check it out. There's other characters on there too, but Cream Puff is definitely the cutest.
I'm gonna bounce out too. Thanks everyone. I'm gonna do my signing I think like tomorrow, Monday, throughout the week. So check it out on my channels. It's just Alicia Rotaru, and you can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, blah blah blah. And this is one of the art pieces.
Look at her go.
Yeah, nice to meet all of you guys too. It's so nice to like interact with humans.
Yes.
Yes.
Human beings,
Even though it's
faces.
digital, like
like you know what I mean. Awesome. I'm gonna have a good time thinking of this moment. Thanks everyone.
I'm gonna have my Streamily store open for the next week or two. I'll probably do something on my Instagram, which is just my first and last name, as it's spelled here on the thing. And this is the awesome print. I think the prints look amazing.
Gorgeous.
So I will. Oop, here it is. It's mirrored. I love the print. The print is so cool. In fact, I hope I have a few left over that I can keep for myself. And I loved doing this today. And a lot of y'all have great questions whenever I can read them through the spammers. So I would love to have y'all reach out on my social medias. And happy to do that. Thanks for having me. And it was nice to meet all of you fellow actors.
Behzad called out. Dang.
Yeah, so many of y'all, but the questions are really great. Some of y'all have really, really amazing questions that I would love to answer on a live or something like that. So, but happy to do that.
Anybody else with their plugs? I guess.
I mean,
yeah,
I'm
thinking
able to
next
stay
week.
late if you want us to stay late. Unlike, but
I mean,
yeah.
at this point, it's just like it will be a chill stream afterwards. But if anybody wants to stay, I can continue asking. There's a lot of questions I wasn't able to ask.
I'm gonna jump in and hit it. I'm gonna let you guys know I'm gonna hit it as well. But I will be doing my signing right now on my IG live. My socials are at Viva Livin'. And yeah, all of your questions are so awesome. If you want to ask, more of those questions on IG, you can do that as well. And my shop will be open for another week. So I think I covered everything. But yeah, Twitter, IG, everything is at Viva Livin'. This was awesome. And again, glad to be out.
I love the gacha art in the game. It's so personalized and beautiful.
And it was so nice to meet you. It's so nice to see your fit, the expression on your face, Amber.
Likewise, I'm like, oh, I get to see people. This is so nice. We're all in the void.
Thank you so much, Alyssa. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
I suppose we're just going to end things then.
Okay.
Let's
I didn't die. It's okay. We're good.
Don't die. Please don't die.
I am trying my best. I promise you. It's hard, but yeah.
Actually, before everyone jumps off, I forgot what are the biggest parts of
The award.
Who's getting the phone? So we did. Yeah, so we did select the winner, and drum roll.
Oh.
The winner is Ulysses Candelaria. They are the winner of the phone. If you're in the chat, congratulations. Say hi. But we'll be reaching out to all the winners shortly after this stream.
Great.
Potentially on a weekday, just because it is a weekend and I am tired from moving. So sorry. I don't mean to be unprofessional, but I am just tired. But sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. I can relate. So, yeah.
If anybody else wants to plug their social channels, again, highly suggest their chat. If you love the voice actor, you love their characters, you love the game, directly support them by getting those prints.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to do snake or reverse snake?
I guess I could just plug mine and Jet, unless somebody had a really pressing black raisin cookie question. I don't know, but my Streamily almost never closes, and I do stream sporadically depending on how many prints I get in a certain amount of time. I am going to be holding a Streamily signing on the 31st at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So If you would like me to autograph your prints live, you can get whatever you'd like. I'm also running a special in my shop where if you buy 2 prints at the same time, you get a third one bundled in for free. Feel free to specify which ones that you do want. That applies to all of the 8x10 prints in my shop. So if you buy 2 of them at the same time, just say which ones you want, what you would like me to write on them, and I got you. So that's pretty much it. And you can get that at streamily.com/Tiana Camacho. And I announce all my streams via Twitter. So you would want to go to twitter.com/Tiana Camacho VO. It's all one word, Tiana Camacho VO. And then the Twitch gets dropped on there when I'm about to go and start signing. So it's a Twitch. So yeah, that's it basically.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. I'm actually signing later today at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on my Twitch, which is just twitch.tv.com/whatever my name. Just no spaces. I'm a Twitch baby, so I don't have it set up all nice. But we can hang, ask questions, we'll sign a thing, and we'll chill. It'll be great.
So I'm signing also tonight. It's going to be super short Q&A on Twitch. My Twitch is Laura Post Voice. So is my Twitter. So I usually tweet on my Twitter, Laura Post Voice, when I'm going live on Twitch for regular streams or for autograph streams. I was originally going to just close everything down after I signed all of the prints tonight, but then I realized people wanted the stores open longer, so I'll probably leave it open for a few more weeks and then do another stream at the end of that and then close my store. So that's good. But I'm still going to do the one tonight because I promised to do the one tonight, but it's going to be super short. I'm starting at 8 p.m. Pacific. I usually stream at night because that is when I am able to. So yep, I think that covers everything.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. Shout out to
Thank
all
you
the
for
voice
hosting.
actors.
You did a great
Alyssa,
job. You've been here the whole time.
Thank you for putting up with my tech stuff. I know
was
that
not
was
here the whole
crazy.
time.
Oh, actually, well, I was watching when that happened.
Yeah.
Caitlyn did a great job of like stepping up and being like, I have a question for everyone.
Yes.
I'm so
But
sorry.
still, you still did a great job anyway.
Yes.
Thank you. And of course, thank you to the voice actors. Thank you to our chat for being so kind to our voice actors and supporting Cookie Run Kingdom. Can't believe it's been a whole year, and you know what? To another year. Cheers.
Yeah.
Yes.
To another year. I will
Onward,
sip my coffee to that.
More cookie
I would
shenanigans. Is
say
that in
tea,
like a
but
little
I'm out.
like witch cauldron? Is your coffee in a witch cauldron?
Oh my gosh, yes, I have so many mugs and they're all cauldrons. You have no idea. Here's one of my cauldrons.
I love
And then
this.
I have another cauldron with snakes on it. And then I have another cauldron, but it looks like a cat.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's so cute. I love a witchy vibe.
So much
good.
stuff.
All
Cheers.
right. Cheers. Cheers to the weekend. Cheers to another year
Yeah.
of Cookie Run Kingdom. Thank you all for joining us, and thank you all for being a part of a wonderful cast. Meeting everyone has been such a lovely experience, and I'm so fortunate to be able to work with all of y'all on this really wonderful game.
Thank you. And same.
Yeah,
All the
thanks.
love and
we
appreciation.
go.
Thanks,
I
everybody.
would do a heart, but I'm holding my
can't
phone, so I
right
have
there.
to
Holding your
remove my
phone.
head or something.
Here you go. I got you.
Oh, yes.
We got you.
Yay!
Here you go. Yay.
Ah.
All right.
All right.
All
Bye,
right.
guys.
Goodbye,
Thank
everyone.
you.